it's a bummer that she got fined. I applaud the creativity with the TikTok, but she got fined $500 for this. What are your thoughts on the fine and really if she should have gotten fined?
I mean, when you look at it black and white, like, you're not supposed to publicly shame refs. So I guess a slap on the wrist, like $500, not the worst thing in the world. I guess my first reaction is, by the books, you're not supposed to publicly insult the refs. So this is the consequence. However, social media, it's interesting. You can have an opinion there. So I guess despite $500, the TikTok, whatever, I would say what Sophie Cunningham is doing here is just vocalizing what everyone else is also thinking. So I don't hate her for it. I don't shame her for it. But I think she, maybe should have expected that there would be a repercussion here and maybe still took the chance. I don't know. I'm only speculating, but $500 to get your point out, I guess, for me at the end of the day, if I have an opinion that I feel strongly about, it's priceless. But in this situation, I don't really know. I mean, what do you think about that?
Yeah, no, that's a great point just about like wanting to be heard. And it's been the whole season. The players and the coaches have been stressing like, what's going on? Like it's getting out of control a little bit. So yeah, she probably was like, hey, I got to step up and say something. And now that she's like, I mean, she's gained so many Instagram followers, and TikTok followers since. I think if she hadn't, the WNBA probably would have never even seen it, right? And so it probably would have never even been a problem. So I was talking to somebody about this too after seeing it. Part of it's like, yes, you have to respect the rules and you do have your own voice, but the goal is for like young kids to look up to these WNBA players. And like, yes, you're not going to be happy with every situation, but I think for the WNBA, if we're going to like, okay, I understand why you did it. Like you want young kids to know how to handle bad reffing because bad reffing is going to happen all the time. It's never going away. Like it's a hard job. It's very subjective in some circumstances. So I think in that sense, it's like, okay, but I kind of feel like, could you just have told her like, take it down and then we'll fine you? Yeah. Like it's like if it's $500, like what are we doing?
I know $500 to me, it's almost like pro athletes can afford that kind of thing. But maybe like who knows? Maybe teammates were like, yeah, we'll help you pay this because we feel the same way.
Yeah,
but,
maybe.
I haven't been the closest follower.
They're holding the ring light for her. Like, you go, girl. Like, we love this.
You should use this song. You should use Sabrina Carpenter. But I think you're right. Like, I don't know. I think a couple of notes that I took about this situation was just like, the league has faced a lot of scrutiny over bad reffing all year, it kind of feels like. So for her to kind of put it on blast, I mean, I would even say she has garnered a lot more attention, as you mentioned earlier. So it's almost like maybe they wouldn't have seen this if she isn't the animated character that she is on the court. I like her. I mean, it was funny because my parents were texting me one day, like, do you know who this is? Do you know who this is? You should see what she did. Like, it was crazy. And I was like, I'll look her up. So I don't know. There's many ways you can draw attention to your name. Maybe this, wasn't the most poised way to do it, but maybe at the same time, everybody kind of feels the same way behind the scenes. We don't know.
Totally. She's definitely got this like swagger to her. Like, I do not care. Like, I'm going to do what I want. Which is kind of, in their situation right now, they can because they have all the attention on them. So they're using it with free will. But let's run through this Fever game because they played yesterday against the Chicago Sky. They beat them 93-78. And check out what Kelsey Mitchell had to say about rookie Makayla Timpson.
How have you seen her improve and become more comfortable throughout this season?
She's amazing. One of the best rookies I think I've ever come across of. She's I don't know how to say it, like the ultimate pro. Shows up, no problems, nothing. When you have locker room culture happening, you need great people to make it greater, and I think we got a good addition here. So shout out to KK.
The ultimate pro. I just wrote that down because I was like, that's got to be the highest compliment, one of the highest compliments you can give someone. And I think it's really cool that she's able to step up because think about how hard it is for a team to lose like their starting point guard. Okay, like, oh no, what's our game plan without our starting point guard or our starting forward? How do we adjust? Like, that's hard. Now think about that if it's Caitlin Clark, like someone who you go to, you rely on. And this team clearly has been able to adapt not only with people like Kelsey Mitchell, who's been stepping up. I think she had like 35 points in that game, but also a rookie.
Yeah, I mean, you think about the rookies who have to adjust to that professional level, too. There is a little bit of like a learning curve. Of course, these college athletes have been in the spotlight. They know what it takes to, be the right kind of athlete, be the right kind of teammate. But in this situation, you're right, losing Caitlin Clark, it's almost like, okay, well, it's my job now. I'm going to step up. I'm going to do the best I can. And we even heard, the head coach talking about how ready she stays. And I think that's a testament to her just wanting to be there, wanting to learn, wanting to be the piece they need, especially when they're going through something that might be a little bit of adversity for the team.
Yeah, so let's hear from Stephanie White on Makayla Timpson.
different for every team, but with this team in particular, because she's kind of playing behind Tosh, you know, she doesn't always get probably the minutes that she could get, and depending upon lineups, you know, playing behind AB or Dee. But she's really done a great job of staying ready. You know, we talk a lot about staying ready so you don't have to get ready. And, you know, one of the benefits of having a deep team is that if you don't have it one night, somebody else does. One of the challenges of having a deep team is that people deserve to play that don't always get to play. And KK's been ready, and she continues to get better. And I was, you know, happy to see her come out and make that impact right away.
It's interesting for me to hear Coach White say, like, you know, people who deserve to play don't get to play, because you're thinking, oh, like, this is pro, like, you're not worried about anyone else's feelings, but like clearly Coach White is, and I think that's kind of a testament to probably their culture. Like, she knows who's good enough to play and who's deserving, but it really does show you the depth that they have on this team.
It's, I mean, I think of like a goaltender situation in hockey teams. You get the first string, second string, maybe the third guy on the bench too. It's almost like all these people are deserving to play, but sometimes there just might not be the immediate spot for them. And I think, you know, this is a great sign of the culture of this Fever team too, because I think it's, you lose one of the people that really kind of carries your team, but the rest of you find a way to pick up the pieces and keep going without that piece. And it's almost like, I just think it's a really good indication as to the culture, the just the way that this team is kind of looking out for each other. When they're down a piece, they stay ready, as does she. It's just one of those things that I think you really got to respect and take as a really successful group.
Definitely. And even when, you know, your star player like Caitlin Clark goes down, it's, you might know who's got to fill that role, but like, as an athlete, you have to turn that switch on in your brain. Like, okay, I know I'm probably taking the ball up, but okay, time and score, where are we in the game, like where's the momentum, like you might have to flip that switch on and be like, oh no wait, I'm the person who actually has to drive to the hoop, like I'm the person who actually has to take that three, or I cannot foul because my team needs me on the court. Like, I can't foul out of this game. And so it's been really cool just to see the evolution of this Fever team with Caitlin Clark in and out of the lineup. And Angel Reese actually didn't even play in that game, which was wild, but fun matchups there.